Indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for joining me again. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate you sharing your consciousness with me today. Because that's technically what we're doing, right? Both of us have to make a conscious decision to be here right now. And here we are, right now. Thank you, friend, for sharing the space with me. While we wait for this thing to tune, I think we can say something worth saying. Okay, lesson 13. Where you are has nothing to do with the location of your body. Woo-wee. Okay, so this is kind of trippy because the title for today's live stream is What Would You Do with a Clean Slate? And I feel this is almost an answer to that question as well, in a way. Where you are has nothing to do with the location of your body. You understand what that means, right? It's very much true as well. You know, someone can be so far away from you, so disconnected from you, and be standing right in front of you, and the opposite can happen as well. I made it. Internet is back up and running. Thank you for joining us, Candace. I'm so happy to hear that. Nate, my beautiful friend, good morning to you. I hope you're well. We have Rena here as well. Melina, it's nice to have you, my beloved friend. Thank you so much for joining us. Jack says, damn it, do I ever need a clean slate now in my life than I ever have? Tell me about that, Jack. Tell me why you think, or no, not even why you think. Tell me why you want a clean slate. Do you think it's gonna make a difference? Do you really think it's gonna make a difference? Do you believe you won't make the same mistakes? If you got a clean slate, would you want to retain all of the knowledge you have right now? Or would you want to start a clean slate without all of the knowledge you have right now? And then, can't we argue you've done that thousands and thousands of times before? And even though you've done it thousands and thousands of times before, Jack, you're still doing it, dude. You're still here in this life right now, suffering, right? Suffering. Oh, if only I could get a clean slate. Where you are, Jack, has nothing to do with the location of your body. Absolutely nothing. Where you are has nothing to do with the location of your body. This like I've written this down, so I've read it before, and yet this one is kicking my ass a little bit today. I appreciate you friends joining me. Thank you so much for the loving messages. I'm getting to them someone now. Hey Lisa, it's nice to have you. What do you mean a clean slate? So, Mossbone, a clean slate, at least in the way that word is used, is like get a fresh start on life. So let's say, for instance, you were working job X your entire life. You had job X friends. You had job. Let's say occupation X instead. Occupation X friends. Occupation X extracurriculars. Occupation X conversations. And then you completely remove yourself and you start with occupation Y. And as a result of this, everything changes. The people you meet changes, so the conversations you end up having changes, the things you choose to do changes, obviously your job changes as well. And as a result of this, and maybe even you move to a new location, so you move to a new town. And as a result of that, that changes as well. And that could be, in a way, a clean slate for you to start over again in this new occupation. At least that's what I think of as a clean slate. It definitely is something that I'm thinking about now as well. Waving back to you, Melita. Hello, man. What can I do to help with my stress? First thing that comes to mind is breathe, friend. When we become stressed, our body instantly goes into a shallow form, if you will, of breathing, where we're breathing like on the top half of our lungs. Slowing down your breathing is going to first and foremost help you get more oxygen out of the same breaths. And secondly, it's also going to be something for you to focus on, which you do have control over. Stress is usually something that gets induced by not having control over something. So that would be my first piece of advice, if you will. Is just focus very intently on your breathing, breathe with an intention to calm yourself down, and then if you want to take like next steps, maybe try meditation attached to this breathing as well, my friend. Your stress will get better. Know that it keeps you alive sometimes as well. It's not the thing that is you, if you will. Isn't every moment a clean slate if you decide to do so? Ooh, you see, like this right here, Melida. You know, I'm gonna take a sip of water just for that. My intention will be forever clean slate. Mm. Clean slate every single second, because in that way we do have a choice, right? Like literally in this moment you can make a choice for your life that could change everything. And in that way the clean slate starts right now, and starts right now, every right now. Yes. Is there every right now? I think so. I hope so. Bro, I get it. I feel like you have been in the just like I have, because the virus you're exuding, the vibes you are exuding are very, very recognizable. Kind of spot on, Jack. Well done, my friend. Yeah, I don't know if the vibes come directly from there, but I think if anything, they can make you aware of the vibes you want to be practicing, right? Because if you've become aware of the state of mind that stuff induces, you kind of come to realize just how powerful your mind is, and how powerful that mind is when it comes to the perception of reality. And if you don't become aware of that, and you don't actually take some responsibility for that, then how can you ever hope to have any control over your life? So by choosing what we think, choosing what we say, literally becoming aware of the stories we tell ourselves, we can change our entire lives, my dude. But I don't think that state of mind in its own will help you reach that conclusion. But it could. It could. Good morning, Mel. My garden is so green and lush, and I want to send you some nice harvest energy. Thank you. That is beautiful. The realest cheese. I appreciate that, my friend. Like, I'm guessing when you say garden, you're meaning cannabis plants. And that's why you say some nice harvest energy. And in that case, I know exactly what energy you're trying to share with me, and I definitely feel it. That giddy, that excitement, that kind of mild stress because you don't want to do something wrong. The smells that go along with it. There's such an aroma to it. Thank you, the realest cheese. I appreciate the energy you share. Diamond Fingers, it's nice to have you here again, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I don't think I require a clean state. I've done everything that feels right to me to lead me to where I am now. I feel the exact same way. I do feel the exact same way, Candace, and I appreciate you sharing that feeling with us as well. Because I feel in the question, or in the wanting of a clean slate, I kind of come to this conclusion that I've been having clean slates my entire existence, you know. And I'm talking more about my existence as a being beyond my body. Because in that way, that is literally probably one of the the most familiar states, is to be in a clean slate, right? And kind of getting to know this life, getting to know this reality, getting to know this flavor of perception, if you will, is kind of what it's about. It's kind of why I'm here. It's kind of what this is supposed to be giving me. And if I wanted a clean slate over and over and over again, you know, without actually trying to extract the value that I could from this life, then I'd be robbing myself of things, you know. And in that understanding, I come to realize again that some of the suffering that I'm going to be experiencing in this life is going to be a part of that experience. And for me to want a clean slate to escape from these uncomfortabilities is going to be taking so much of the positive aspects that come with life as well from me, you know. Like imagine if let's talk about a universe that is completely conditional, right? So I'm a being like I am right now, being born into a world or into a universe that is completely conditional. And this one condition that it has is that for something good to happen, a series of bad things always have to like occur before something good can happen. And obviously that's not the way it works. This is just now a mental experiment we're going to be practicing. So in this world where bad things have to happen before the good things come, and you go through all of this suffering and you find yourself with a button that lets you start a clean slate. But you start the clean slate within that universe again, which bad things have to happen before you get the good things. Don't you think you would be stuck in an endless loop trying to create a clean slate, create a clean slate, create a clean slate every single time things become difficult? Every single time the difficulties that this universe requires before you can get the good stuff becomes too unbearable. And then you start all over again and you have to experience that unbearableness over and over again instead of actually just breaking through and finishing with that universe, if that makes any sense. Do you get the point I'm trying to make? The point I'm trying to make is that even if we were powerful enough, even if we had the capacity to instantly remove all of the suffering, remove all of the hardships we kind of experience in our lives, even if it is we want a clean slate, if we could have that, we would eventually stop wanting it. And in realizing that, maybe we should stop wanting it now. Maybe we can free ourselves of all of that turmoil, of all of that extra steps, you know, all of the extra nonsense that come kind of attached to this want to have things better than they are right now. Instead of being in a place of acceptance for how things are right now. I'm sorry, I'm getting all the way into the freaking melty energy again today. And we haven't even finished crushing our, well, now we have finished crushing our weed. Yater! We are all here in the same place. Yes, we are, Yater. And thank you, friends, for sharing this energy with me today. I can really feel it. Oh, I'm well aware I am, friend. There you go, Jack. You got this, my friend. You got this. I'm married to an amazing man. I have 4 amazing daughters, and I have met an amazing community. I think my mom is back. Yeah. What more can we ask for, Candace? I'm so happy to be here. Day 228 of what? Day 228 of consecutively showing up for you, feeling blue. This is what I'm doing, friend. Every single day, dude, I show up and we create a space in which we know that love is true. And I'm so happy to have you here joining us today, friend. Aussie? No, Australian. Australian. I'm not an Australian at all, my friend. I'm a South African. Yeah. You got it. You got it. Streaming every day. Thank you, Candace. Good morning to you, Dar Zombies. It's nice to have you here again, my friend. How are you doing? No, unconditional love, I mean. This is the way, the vibes you exude. I feel you, Jack. Thank you, my friend. Breathing in, grounding, and grounding. Breathing is grounding, and grounding is breathing. Very much so. Because you become very much aware of your physical beingness and your ability to breathe into this physical beingness, the life force that continually sustains it. What is my intention for today? To you friends who are new and wondering what it is I'm doing, I write down an intention on my little joint rolling paper. I won't smoke it, don't worry. It goes on the bottom with a filter will cover it. It's just to like set an intention forward into the universe as to why it is I want to be smoking this joint instead of just smoking it to get wacky, if you will. I want to be smoking a joint today for contentment, satisfaction, middle way, content. Content can be something that is bad as well, though, right? That's contempt. Does it have an M? Content? Contempt? English is hard, yo. uh, uh, maybe acceptance. Yeah. Acceptance. My current life, my current existence, my current world that I find myself in. And to be grateful. I accept all of it. Except you, friends. I love you so much. Oh, Talia! It's been forever, my friend. It's so nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us, my lovely friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope the studies are going well. I hope your relationship with your mom is going better, my friend. I've been thinking about you. Love and light to you, my friend. We have Jovan here as well. Thank you for joining us, my friend. What a schmexy man. Thank you, Toasty. You flatter me, my friend. What is your thoughts on drinking water from a copper vessel? I've actually don't have too much of a opinion, if you will. Did you ask my thoughts? I don't have too many thoughts because I don't know too much about it. But I've heard some sort of like I would rather, if I could, drink out of a silver vessel because silver actually kills microbes. So yeah, that's my answer to the copper vessel question. That I wouldn't want to be drinking out of copper, but I want to be drinking out of silver. But goodness, how much is it gonna cost me to get a silver bottle, friends? Someone gonna do the quick maths on that? I think it's gonna cost me like $1,000 for a bottle or something. In due time, we'll see. Maybe we'll get a bottle made of silver. I don't know if it makes a difference though. Like, and I say that as well, kind of feeling a little bit like a hypocrite because I do kind of think it would make a difference. I do put crystals in my water, like my daily drinking water, and I always thank my water and tell my water I love them and stuff like that. But I don't know what the copper is supposed to do. I guess, again, if you do it with an intention, you're going to be receiving whatever intention you put into the universe, so I'll have to go and look it up, friend. Thank you for asking, Darth Zombies. Sip of water. Thank you for the silver, Jack. I appreciate you, my friend. It's nice to have you here. I hope you know that you are appreciated, if you are still here. Do think we have gained a new friend, if anything. Seems we have someone that vibes. Jovan and Toasty. Darth, my husband, has a copper cup he drinks from, and he says everyone needs a copper cup. Proper copper cup. Okay, thank you for telling us that as well, actually. Because I know your husband is definitely a spiritual being himself as well. Did he gain any spiritual benefit, or is it like purely health benefits, or is it more a tactile feeling, like the copper being heavy and substantial and feeling like sturdy, if you will, as you drink from it? Is that the draw to it? I'm really curious. Hi, Toasty. It's so nice to have you, my beloved friend. What's the strain you're about to blaze? I'm actually a commercial grower, so I'm always curious about the genetics. So I think this might trigger you then, Jack, because this was supposed to be commercial grow seeds that my dad got me from a dude that grows commercially here in South Africa. And I got the seeds, with this pretense of like, oh, this is one of the best CBD strains in the entire world, something like 28% CBD and like 1% THC. And I kind of chucked it up to like, okay, I don't mind having some CBD weed around because that sounds like a good thing to have, just as an extra tool on the kit. And I grow this bud and they grow beautiful crystals, and I'm like, sick, must be a lot of CBD these things are producing. And then I smoke some of the bud and I get high, and I'm like, maybe this is just the way the CBD feels. And then I've now kind of chalked it up to most definitely not CBD strains. And this bud I'm smoking right now is one of the phenotypes, or one of the variants that came out of that batch of seeds. Some of them were wide-leaved, indica dominant looking, if you will, plants. Some of them were very scrawny leaved, sativa dominant looking strains. It was a weird batch, and I don't think I got at all what I was thinking I would get. So I can't tell you what this is. That's a very long-winded way of saying that, Jack. I do believe that this is some sort of lavendery type of weed, because it definitely has notes of that. These buds especially is like my favorite, my favorite bud that I've grown, at least for this batch of grows. I had like 4 or 5 different strains, and this one plant kind of turned out just divine. Hello, lovely people. What to do with a clean slate? I think I would do exactly what we're doing now. Yes, your bud. Yes, we are. That's the thing as well, because if you could give yourself clean slates, indefinite clean slates, then you would eventually end up here again. Right here, right now. With an infinite amount of clean slates, you would be here. And that's the real trip about it. Well done for keeping up the streaming for so long. Thank you. Find. I feel it's you, friends. If anything, that's now my driving force. It's become just like the best thing ever. It brings me so much joy. It brings me so much light. I come here every single day believing that love is true, and then you, friends, prove to me that that is the fact. That is something I can actually hold on to, something that won't betray me if I keep believing it. And it makes me happy, friend. Believing that love is true has been the thing that made me the most happy out of all things. Thank you for the love, Kathy. I appreciate you, my friend. So nice to have you here again, Talia. I need £1 million to get my clean slate. Okay, now give me a step-by-step rundown of what you're gonna do with this £1 million. Like, genuinely, I'm actually curious. So when I have £1 million, I'm gonna start giving the shit away, dude. I'm gonna be like, oh, you wanna do what? You wanna save the planet? How? You have how many plans to do so? Okay, yeah, here. Have £1 million. Help us save the planet. So I'm genuinely curious, dude. How do you think £1 million is gonna help you start with a clean slate? Because a clean slate isn't taking the £1 million and going and chilling on the beach somewhere. I mean, that sounds nice, sure, but are you going to be helping the whole by doing that? Hugs and love to you as well, Kathy. Thank you, my friend. Is that weed, Daddy Danny? It is. It is. I was gonna make a joke about feeling guilty about smoking weed with a daddy in the chat, but my dad is okay with me smoking weed, so I thought it's nice to have you here though. Went to the park with my art and ended up handing them out. What I was charging, I ended up giving away $340 worth of my art. You, Candace, are an absolute angel. Maybe not the best businesswoman, but an absolute angel. And I know for a fact that even though you didn't make that $340, that you made the world an infinitely more happy and joyous place. And every single time those people will see that piece of art, they're going to be experiencing the light that is your soul, my friend. And that is something that no one can put a price tag on. You are beautiful, Candace. I hope you know that. You're all beautiful friends. There is no clean without the dirtiness. So perfectly put. The smiles and thank yous I felt more wholesome to me. Oh, absolutely they were. I mean, like, you deserve to make something from the work you put into the world as well, Candace. But I think in doing so without expecting something in return could be infinitely more powerful, at least as a way to start, if anything. True, Rena. That's beautiful, Viking Queen. And then everyone clap for Viking. She really is an angel. You should get to know her, Jack. I think you would love her as well. I'm going to do it again another weekend. How long did it take you to create those pieces? That's what I'm really curious about. Don't tell me the dollar value. Tell me the X amount of hours. That's where I maybe that's just my egoic way of calculating value when it comes to time. The journey is more important than reaching the goal. It is hard to focus on the journey while you're fixated on the goal. And we love to isolate the goals. Again, it's just our egoic need to separate things, Melita. Why do we keep wanting to separate everything? I'm gonna have a hard time lighting this joint. I want to separate this joint from the rest of the wind. And I've done so. I accept the wind as well. I'm sorry, friends, for the atrocious audio quality on the YouTube video. My heart breaks with yours, I know. I don't know if a lavalier mic is going to make it that much better. But when I can get one, we'll try that as well. Good day, friends! Hope everyone's weekend was a great opportunity to rest and recharge. Looking forward to another week of positivity and peace. And we look forward to having you here in this positivity and peace with us, Charles. Love to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Let us know how it goes. The second giving away of the paintings, I'm guessing you're saying, Talia? Candace, I can imagine the smiles you created. You're amazing, truly amazing. It was awesome. My girls got in on the drawing and handing out drawings also. Nice, mateys. Jazz cabbage time. Jazz cabbage time indeed, Nate. Are you joining me right now, friend? What are you smoking on? Oh, we have Dad here again. Hey, Dad. Thank you for joining us, my dude. How have you been doing? Y'all see Sensei roller skating in a dino onesie this morning. It was pretty awesome. I miss that, Toasty. Damn it. I wish he would tag me in these funky streams. Be like, hey, Melkmore, hey, look at this whack shit I'm up to. I'm like, oh, what's this here? Freaking Sensei in the dino onesie. I'm trying to think. I think the most shockingly I've seen him is when he was wearing that blonde wig. I just feel like it like really doesn't jab with my mind. It's like, oh, essay is nice. It can be Aussie. It can be, my friend. I thought it was a penguin suit though, lol. How's the weed in South Africa? I'm biased because I grow my own weed, friend. And with that bias, I'll tell you it is the best weed I've ever smoked in my life. Because it is. It's like I've grown it for myself. I put all of this intention and love into it, spent months taking care of it, and now I get to smoke my hard work, if you will. It sounds hilarious when you say it like that, but yeah. I'm so pumped today. I have a 4-day work week on a Friday. On Friday, I'm going to see Weezer, Fall Out Boy, and the bands of all bands, Green Day. Yes, Toasty. You just had to come and flex, dude. It's like, it's cool and all, I agree, I concede, Dan. Sorry, not Toasty. But it's not Globama, man. Is Obama gonna be there? If you had like, oh, Weezer, oh, Fall Out Boy, oh, My Chemical Romance, even though they're just banned, oh, Green Day, and Obama, then you would have had me sold, but only those... Dude, Fall Out Boy is the one that gets me though. Like, I would be more hyped for the Fall Out Boy live than for the Green Day one. But that just sounds amazing throughout, dude. That sounds so cool. I'm so happy for you, Dad. Like, you should let us know how that goes, man. Poopsie peep. Smoke for healthy, beautiful hair for the rest of your life. You see, healthy, beautiful hair for the rest of my life isn't something that will serve me for the rest of my life. However, acceptance and the ability to accept acceptance, if that makes any sense, will. So I try and set intentions that will serve not only me as well, but those that it in turn affects afterwards. Beautiful hair for the rest of my life, healthy, beautiful hair for the rest of my life is just going to be a lot of hair in my hands, hair in the drains, hair I have to eventually cut, hair I have to sweep out of my house, right? That's like the things I'm thinking about, having a lot of beautiful hair for the rest of my life. It's not exactly the be-all, end-all of value, at least for me. Awesome. Be safe. A lot of concert goers are getting sick. Just wear a mask. You got this, dude. I'm sure you're vaccinated as well, though. Satisfaction was the intent that popped into my head as well. I felt satisfaction definitely was a good one, Nate. But I feel in a way that satisfaction is this pursuit in order to be done with something, right? Like you're going to eat a meal, and then after the meal is finished, you're satisfied. And I was thinking I want more of a continuation of energy, right? Like being here and then continuing being here instead of just being satisfied with the here that I am. I'm talking gibberish, but you know what I'm trying to say, Nate. Yo, Dan, Weezer is a dope show. Last time I saw them, they did the whole show on trampolines. I don't know who Weezer is, unfortunately. I will have to go and check them out as well. I'm missing. You're just so appreciated, Dan. You're not missing anyone. We're here with you. Yo, what a throwback. Yeah, like the Fallout Boy is the one that gets me. Man, Young Volcanoes is one of the tracks that I really felt. Man, I'm little bit, no, not envious. I'm happy for you, Toasty. I'm so freaking happy. Not Toasty, damn it, Dad. I'm so happy for you, Dad, dude. I want to know why Big Shit's up right now. Maybe it's because of the messages. Dan, I'm happy for you, dude. It's gonna be absolutely amazing, I'm sure. Smoke for others today and not yourself. Yeah, actually, on that note, my friend, I mean, this feels kind of tongue-in-cheek in a way, but it really is done with intention. I know I've said this intention for this joint to be acceptance, but I want to give honor onto Afghanistan right now and Kabul. Man, it hurts me so much that there's not more that I can do. But becoming aware and sending them love. I saw this wash of rainbows just flow over this desert looking area. Love and light to Afghanistan. Poops, the Hella Mega Tour. I just saw them. They were absolutely amazing. That sounds amazing as well. I'm happy that you can vouch for them so that Dan knows that there is good stuff coming. It's honestly too cute how you choose your intention. Melted my heart a bit. Love to you, Talia. I appreciate you joining me, my friend, as always. Diamond fingers, yes. Where did you see them? I'm curious as well. $12. $12, cringe lord. What are you gonna do with $12? How does your life affect others around you? You never know when you meet someone who is vulnerable and searching. Many people consume the attitudes around them. Always make your attitude one of peace and contentment. This space will change around you. I'm guessing that's what you want to say. Yeah, I 100% agree, friend. And that is literally the reason we are in this space in the way that we are. Why we are at peace, why we share love with one another, why we share understanding of one another, why we are in a state of acceptance of one another. Perfect to go. That just looks like a bunch of gibberish, dude. Cringe lord. I'm Swell stainless steel water bottle. Yeah, I'm sure. Silver lining. Oh, okay. It has a silver lining instead, so I don't have to get a solid silver bottle. But you see, now I kind of want a solid silver bottle just for the flex, dude. Would I? Like, I mean, if it's a silver lining, it probably does the exact same thing. You can just electroplate it on the inside, technically, but maybe. I'll see. Hey there, Lane. Thank you for joining us again, my friend. I saw them in Miami a couple of weeks ago. Spiritual. He always says thank you before he drinks from it. There we go. That is literally the way. Technically, if anything, you're just becoming more thankful within your own beingness, and being thankful for something makes you feel good. It doesn't have to make the water feel good, but if it does, double bonus. If it doesn't, then I'm feeling good. So still wins nonetheless. I've missed being here so much. My relationship with my mom is getting better because I've moved out. it sounds mean, but it's so peaceful without it around. It's been way too hard on my mental health, but things are getting better now. I'm so happy to hear that, Aaliyah. You've been missed as well, my beloved friend, and thank you so much for joining us in this space again. I'm happy to hear that your relationship with your mom is going better. Moving out can definitely help with that. You just have less to disagree on, technically, so you don't disagree as much, and I'm so happy that you get to have that, my friend. Those fucking prawns, man. All they eat is cat food. The prawns eat cat food? Technically, prawns are like the literal bottom feeders. They eat fish poop and stuff. Man, I saw this video that really made me think as well. With most meats, like chicken, well, let's talk about the we've separated ourselves so far. We have different name for it: poultry, pork, and beef. Right? We've literally separated ourselves so far from the act that the meat comes from an animal that we call it different things, and we see them perfectly packaged in our supermarkets, and we kind of take these packages of sustenance, not necessarily packages of animal flesh. And then there are like the sea critters, like prawns and lobsters, where we just kind of plop the entire carcass down on our plates, and then we make almost like a ritualistic display of it to rip them apart with our bare hands and eat the flesh out of their exoskeletons. Like, that's so hardcore. And then like there's this joke that goes along with it. And why is it we do this? It's like, no, like we kind of have these cute looking baby cows, cute looking baby chickens, cute looking piglets, and they're very wholesome and very much alive. And then you like, side to side comparison there with prawns or crabs or lobsters, and lobsters, prawns, and crabs in comparison are these absolutely atrocious looking creatures, and like ugly creatures. And for that reason, we justify, yeah, they can die in a display. Not even only in a display, but continuing after they've died to be in display because they're that ugly. We want to keep seeing them. It's so lovely to hear. I found some silver bottles from India for 420 euros. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not $1,000, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm glad I quit my stream so I can catch you talk about timing. Thank you for joining me, Jojo. It's so nice to have you here, my friend. How are you doing? How have you been? How's life been treating you? How are things coming along with your country and with your personal life? Coincidence, man? I don't think so. I don't think so either. The 420. I can't tell you how many relationships I've watched improve with just a little bit of space. I'm so happy for you, Leah. I'm also so happy. It makes me happy to hear that. So you smoking CBD? That's what it's supposed to be, but I'm not sure if it is, my friend, Mr. Manbread. Technically, in my mind, I'm smoking acceptance, because that's what I have written down here. So every sip I take of this joint, taking sips of acceptance. Acceptance tastes pretty nice. Thank you, Mel, Mammy. It's nice to have you here. Why do I have to watch a stream of someone in South Africa to get positive vibes to start my day? Need to find a community in Texas for positive vibes, but don't know where to start. Darth Zombies, I mean, like the fact that you can watch someone in South Africa to get some positive vibes to start your day, just thinking what a blessing that is, friend. 20 years ago, it was nigh impossible for you to do that. You would literally, as you say, have to find either a community in person, which can be something that is difficult to do, or you would have to take yourself all the way here to South Africa, which is thousands of kilometers of travel, hours of time spent, thousands of dollars spent, and now yet here we can be without any exchange of currency past the point of electricity, right? We're exchanging electricity, if anything, with each other right now, starting with zero money. That's also true. Good stuff, Lisa. All good here too. We went to the swimming pools today, and I cooked burgers and pancakes afterwards. It's been a good day so far. That sounds amazing, Mammy. Swimming pools, burgers, and pancakes. Man, like that actually brings back an old memory where I was at this like church retreat or camp or whatever, and there was also a pool, and there were these chicken burgers. And during this time of my life, I was just kind of getting into being fat, if you will. I started getting my tummy, and I devoured like 5 chicken burgers. And then the pastor kind of talked to my mom about that. It was like, why is he eating so much or something like that. And then that was something that was like talked to me about, and I had so much resentment and anger towards the church and towards the religion and towards that group of people, because how dare he call me out to my burger consumption. Oh man, getting angry about burgers, yo. I was like, what, 15 or something, so makes partly sense. Get angry about everything at that age. I went a whole week making the pieces and sewing the leaf magnets. I kind of want to know the X amount of pieces as well. If you do a link, Candace, I'm like probing now a little bit, but I'm so curious. You're so sweet, such a blessing to this world. Absolutely. And so are you. Toasty, I hope you know that, my friend. Every single day that you show up to work, every single day that you touch the lives of the students that you teach, you do the exact same thing, my friend. We are constantly touching this world, being blessings to this world in our own ways. If we were all a blessing to the world in the exact same way, then all of the other blessings to the world would have deficit. So we have to be the blessing of the world in our lives, in our occupations, in our current circumstances. We have to be in a place of acceptance. Accept our responsibility where we are. My Afrikaans brother, hey, anonymously. Thank you for joining us again, my friend. As are you, Toasty. There we go. Dude, you're the best. No, you, Swiss cheese. No, you. Gave Lurk away, all tech. It's been forever since I've seen you, my friend. But thank you for joining us. I'm so ready to punch this week in the face. Get him, Lane. Get him. Hey, Vincent. We actually talked about you yesterday, my friend. Happy Independence Day, even though it's one day belated. I hope it's a good one. Endearingly appreciative way to start the day. Love to you, Cyber. Thank you for joining us here, my friend. Blue Magic? No Blue Magic, friend. Hey, Gob. Thank you for joining us again. Melt is a streaming machine. I've been less of a streaming machine, dude. I've not danced in forever. And forever, and I need to again. But I've messed up my sleeping schedule a lot. And I know that's not technically an excuse, but it's the excuse I'm gonna use. Serena stole my salad! How dare she, Scarmelia. Thank you for joining us, my friend. I mean, having your kids eat your salad, my mom would like throw a party, so maybe that should be something you're happy about. Sounds great, ma'am. I bet the kids love it. Like, bro, splitting straight truth. It is no Globama. Yeah, no Globama, dude. It's gonna be good, but damn, no freaking Obama. I'll take some videos and put them on the Discord. Please do, man. I would love to, even for like a second or two, just be in that space to see what went on. What's up, dude? How's the dog? The dog is growing, Dark. She's a biggin at this point. I actually showered her before stream today because I thought that she would definitely come and occupy my lap, but she is in her own world and doing her own thing right now. I have a 2-day work week, off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. My wedding is on Friday, accepting positive vibes. Okay, so the first thing that I saw is this drop, dude, falling. And I feel this drop falling symbolizes you being in a state of anticipation, being in a state of momentum, falling towards the infinite ocean and the ripples you're going to make. Oh, she's so dirty again. I literally bathed her like they're sprinting past me. Oh, Yeah, you're going to be falling into this infinite ocean and just making ripples into life, my friend. I hope this wedding is going to be beautiful. Congratulations again, my friend. No, looking thin, bro. Everything good. Haversack, you can notice. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I have been eating a lot less. Like, probably 70% less calories. Eh, Not really out of choice. I've been having a hard time eating food. Do I want to get into the thing I want to say? I feel like it kind of it feels a little bit woo woo, if you will. But like the more I've been meditating and spending time doing breathwork exercises, the less I want to eat. Weirdly enough, and it's yeah, it's messing with me a little bit. No Obama, not worth my time. Yeah, Italy. Nate's getting married. Woo! So happy for you, bro. Same face gains. I got face gains. I'm just imagining someone like flexing their face so they could get face gains. For some days I haven't been here too. We've missed you, Vincent. Thank you for joining us now, my friend. Pal says, how do we evolve into hairless apes that obsess over hair? All life is beautiful. All life definitely is beautiful, my friend. I think, if anything, our hair is an ability to create some sort of novelty on us. Like, we as human beings are very aware that we are equals with one another. I think on a fundamental level. And then as a result of that, we constantly strive to one up one another, try and prove that somehow we're better than one another, prove that somehow we know something that the other doesn't, especially that one, look in a way that the other can't. All of these things. And I feel hair just became something that got a part of that whole program, if you will. Yeah, if I do my hair like this, my hair will look different than all of the other people's. So I'll be different than all of the other people. And then that kind of obsession festers. When the only thing that you have to recognize is that you are looking into the eyes of yourself by looking into the eyes of another. Oh, wedding. Oh, beautiful. Congrats, friend. There we go. So many congratulations coming through. Here for the contact high. Sending you all of them highs. Jojo's like, drink up, my friend. Watching videos of that playing my heart this morning. Same, dude. It is absolutely devastating. You know what the worst part about it is? And this is the part that makes me like viciously angry as well. The Taliban is the second largest holder of Apache helicopters, I think. I think it might be Apache, some sort of military helicopter. The Taliban is the military entity, if you will, with the second largest arsenal of helicopters, military helicopters in the world. Like United States military helicopters. There's a plane flowing overboard. That baffles me, dude. Just, yeah. War? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. It's going over. It'll be gone soon. Thank you for the well wishes. Thank you for letting us know again, my friend, for us to send you well wishes. Pray for the innocent women and children and men who are a victim of the circumstances. We are, Lisa. We're thinking about them right now. Sending them our thoughts. The craziest part about it for me is just, again, like there are people helping, fortunately. There are military planes that are helping people get out of the country. Yes, dude. I'm not going to. Like, I feel I'm not equipped to process this stuff. My thoughts are in Afghanistan as well. Heartbreaking. It really is. With a clean slate, roll up some weed on it. Lol. That's hilarious. I kind of like that. It's like, here, you can have this perfect clean slate of life. You can do with it whatever you want to. And you're like, thanks, dude. sprinkles some weed, rolls this clean slate into a joint. Thank you for sharing that imagery with me, friend. I appreciate you lifting my mood a little bit. So far beyond fucked. Yeah, very much so. It's like the earth isn't flat, the earth isn't round, the earth is fucked. I'm sorry, like it's supposed to be comedic even though it's not. I believe, again, more growing pains. All of these things are just showing me that our world, and especially the ones that are vibrating the lowest, are so agitated with the feelings of anticipation, the feelings of misunderstanding, the feelings of not knowing about the level of energy we're moving into as a society, that they're lashing out. Like I genuinely believe that's why this shit is happening right now. Can I ask for some advice? It's like been 14 minutes, friend. I hope you're still here, Homo sapien. But sure, please ask ahead, friend. Thank you for the love again, Kathy. Thank you for the all seeing upvote. I appreciate that, Gob. Yeah, he's been really helpful uh, to me too, both personally and professionally. He gives amazing advice since he is in the same line of work I'm going in. That sounds amazing, Vincent. I'm so happy that you can benefit from this, my friend. This is genuinely what we're supposed to be doing. Like, I can't see myself. I genuinely feel like I've been doing this my entire life already. Like, I know it's only been 228 days, but I feel like this has become such an integral part of my personality at this point. Just helping, being there for one another. I got bitten by my friend's dog yesterday. Will be scarred for life on my face, nearly 40 stitches. My solicitor said I could claim for $50,000 to $80,000. He doesn't have home insurance though, so if I went after him, he'd be left in serious debt. And I'm guessing the advice you want to ask me is whether or not you should do that. Like, that's hectic, friend. I'm so sorry. Man, that's horrible. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that, my friend, because like I'm feeling both sides of the argument as well. You know, the one side of the argument is it's your friend's dog, and your friend's dog's behavior could be in part indicative of the way that he was brought up. He could be a shelter saved dog, and he could have seen you as a threat to his owner, and as a result try to defend his owner, and that's why you got bit. But it's not your, like, if it was your friend directly mangling your face, or your friend set the dog on you, that would be a different story. But I guess you have to ask yourself, like, how important is your friendship? Is it genuinely a friendship? Do you hold him responsible for the injuries you've sustained? And do you think that money is going to serve you in a way that you would be happy 10 years down the line that you did end up suing your own friend because of an accident? Like, those are the things that are coming up to my mind. Like, that sounds infinitely difficult to deal with, my friend, and I'm so sorry about that. But you're still alive. That's a good thing, right? I'm happy that you're still here with us, my friend. A friend of mine recently lost her best friend. Join me in sending love and light to my friend Ashley to help her get through this tough time. Sending love to Ashley. Thank you, my friend. Yader, I hope she gets better, my friend. Fork and prawns, mate. Oh, the stark contrast in the difference in comments. Feels like I'm on a roller coaster myself. Yader, for your friend, thank you. Throw him at the Barbie. Love and light to Ashley, indeed. Fucking prawns. Like in District 9 reference, I love and hate that movie. It's so good, it just grosses me out a little. Oh yeah, very much so. Me too, Toasty. Hey, Aunt B, thank you for joining us, my beloved friend. It's so nice to have you here. How are you doing? I have the damn corona, but other than that, I'm good. Fucking Jojo, I hope you get better, my friend. I hope it's not bad. I hope you're breathing fine. Sending you so much love and healing vibes as well. I hope you get better soon, my friend. Man, I'm feeling so many things today. All focus energy, we love you too. Yes, Vincent. He's very wise and intuitive. I didn't know that was your field. Good luck. How are your classes going? You switched to online, right? I think so, right? Sips of smoke. Sips of smoke. Because I think it is. Like, it is kind of, in a way, a little sip you're taking, right? If it was pointing down and I was pulling it up from a liquid, then technically it would very much be sips I'm taking, straw sips. Now I'm just sucking it through a joint instead. I don't know if you can hear those jackals / foxes. Mammy, so much love, sips of smoke, how's school, homo sapien, that is rough. I hope you heal quickly and don't hold any grudges against anyone. I hope so as well. How did you get this dirty? Like, I literally washed you today. I literally watched you. She's brown again. Like, she's a brown dog now. Like, I want to show the friends at least. Like, I'm not being mean. Look at this. She doesn't like that. Oh, my hands got dirty just by... Look at this. I literally have dust on my arms just by picking her up for a second. Man. Why do I even bother bathing her? I know what happens as well. It's Eva. And I just wish they would play on the grass instead. Because we have like a piece of driveway that is like red sandy dirt. And then they play there. And she just kind of like haymakers her into the ground. And she drops on her back. And then all of the dust moves up between her fur. Ugh. That's why I love Eva as well. She's completely hairless. Doesn't get any dust between her fur. Can't be between a man and his burgers. How dare he? You eat as many chicken burgers as your heart desires, Mel. Damn it, yes. Thank you, Dad. I'm happy that I have your unwavering support, my friend. Went to school with 0 tears, and Emma has her first color guard performance this evening. I have no idea what that means. On the color guard? First color guard performance. Is that some sort of show? Or I have no idea on the... What is a color guard? Yeah, I'm kind of swinging between both online and offline classes due to my situation of COVID here, and it's taking quite a toll on me, but I'll settle in after a month or so. Yes, you will, Vincent. If a human being is capable of anything, it is capable of adapting, and you got this, my friend. Man, the wind is really cutting through me. Yeah, or was it District 9 reference? Lol. Little fraud kid's so cute. Oh, cute story. Thanks, Viking. No grudges, just tough to not only be left with all my surgery bills, but also missing out on a fat insurance claim. Also, so I can keep my friendship. Is it really worth the hit? Yo, that's difficult, friend. That is so difficult. I think that might be some of the hardest advice someone has wanted to ask me. Like, I do not know. I think it is going to be something that you have to realize, that you'll have to accept and continue to accept for the rest of your life, and you have to ask yourself if you're willing to do that. The wind. I didn't bring a blanket because I kind of anticipated it's not going to be that windy. Little did I know I'm going to be dying of cold again today. Yeah, Vincent, I feel you. That is what you could ask for. Things will be beautiful. People are getting pretty hateful over here as well. In Missouri, people are pressuring others about vaccines. I had hateful words sent my way due to my personal choices. Let it flow off of you. Let it melt into you, Candace. Those things can't scathe you at all. And I know that you are stronger than those things. I am trying to settle here. Trying to just... did your comment just disappear? Yeah, I think it did. Did you just delete a comment, Vincent? Get your lazy bum dancing. Don't tell me what to do, Lisa. I'll freaking not dance for extra long. I can be super spicy, don't you know? Even those people get verbal with me, I still keep my cool and keep a civil conversation on my end. Thank you, Mammy. And that's the only way that we can show to them that love is the way as well, Candace. You're doing the right work, my friend. Know that your intentions, your energy putting towards the world is going to be accepted and recognized. Maybe not in this plane of existence, but definitely in the next. Me too. Nobody is universally right or wrong. It is everybody's personal choice, and well, it should be. Stand up for yourself. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for sending that love as well, my friend. Acceptance is key. Accepting that people feel differently, think differently, and that is not a reflection on others. It's just difference of opinions and no need for hatred. Very much so. And thank you for sharing that as well, Mammy. Meld is a barbarian. A breatharian, didn't you know? Yes, a breatharian. So freaking dirty. Yeah, I don't know if you can see her. There you go. Now you can. Just killing something. Yes. Die. Die, piece of rope. Die. Face gains. It will kill you, that Gob. You have to get the face gains, dude. A breatharian. I like that. Bro, you're not hairless. Humans are covered from head to toe in hair. Yeah, we have these small little hairs as well. We do actually have hair everywhere. We just have less. Actually, we technically have the same amount of follicles, I think, as like a chimpanzee or something. We just don't have the same degree of thickness, if you will. How to be happy after doing all the things that we love. How to be happy after doing all of the things that we love? I mean, then you're happy, friend. You've done all of the things that you love. that's the feeling I'm getting from it. I agree completely. I'm not going to tell people to stay out of the public and don't go to parks, etc. I'll be happy to be a hermit in the woods with my family. Give me some land, and I'm happy to remove myself from society. I feel in a lot of ways the same way sometimes. Starlight, it's nice to have you here again. Do you like guys too? I don't, RJ. I don't, friend. Like, I love guys, if you will, to the extent that I would love a brother. And I don't feel any shame in admitting that another man is beautiful. But I've never had the want to kiss another man, or had any sexual feelings towards another man. So I can, with some certainty, say that I don't like guys too in that way. Let's build a commune canvas. There we go. Northern Lolo! How long has it been, my friend? I mean, you might be gone already, but thank you so much for joining us. Let's do it. A castle. Yes, the castle. What do you think about the controversy of people of certain colors shouldn't wear dreads or braids? Yeah, we're going to gatekeep what you are allowed to do with your own hair. And yeah, I think it's stupid. Let me just say that. Yeah, before I get too deep into it, I think it's stupid. How can you gatekeep hair? Yes, I can't make wine. I can make wine, so we still have proper feasts. Yes, that sounds amazing. Like, I want to share something, but maybe not now. What we should do with hair, choose. People should do their hair how they choose. It's their hair. Absolutely, I agree. Meld, I was fortunately able to catch the stream, and I'm sleep deprived for 2 days now, but I just can't sleep. But I was able to for just a few hours while listening to lovely Citron reading a book. Oh, Citron is definitely lovely, man. Also another streamer here on our pan, a French streamer. She's so gentle. She also does, I do stream on a daily basis and stream about her cultural studies and research, and also reading The Hobbit right now. Her French accent is absolutely lovely and soothing. Check her out, friends. I have, and I would recommend you French check her out as well. I think anyone can wear dreads and braids. Your hair, makeup, clothes are an expression of oneself. Exactly. They're an expression of yourself, and they're not yourself, and you can't attach any expression of the self, like your physical body as well, isn't something that's supposed to be a label of you. You are the underlying thing inside of that being. You have dreams, you have aspirations, you have hopes for this world. And that is the underlying thing that we all share with one another. How you choose to decorate your avatar should be like one of the least of the things we have to consider when we think about how we're supposed to be treating one another. I totally agree. I don't understand how people get triggered over hairstyles. People want to be triggered. That's what I've found sometimes, my friend. AJ Forever. A lot of arms are from the US and other big manufacturers. Crazy. There's people are. Yeah, you're very right, friend. The earth will be fine. The earth will be very fine. What's at stake is us. We're the ones at stake. The earth will very much be okay. I didn't know that I didn't know that Estian about the helicopters. That's scary crazy. It really is, Lisa. It's kind of ridiculous. That's a bit about the Apache helicopters. Not true. The Air Force is their Air Force is abysmally inadequate. Thank you for letting me know that actually, Gob. I'm not sure if it's exactly the Apache helicopters one, but I did read a statistic. Maybe it wasn't. I think it might have been the Taliban, or it was some sort of other like terrorist faction, dude. But I don't know if it was misinformation or something. I did see it on Reddit, so I might be wrong. What a joke that my country spends $600 billion more than China on its military, and this is the way we leave a power vacuum of an abandoned, deadly technology and violent ideology. Yeah. Or just like, oh, look at that. The president is leaving Afghanistan. They're literally giving the country over to terrorists. All of the people are going to have to be ruled by these terrorists now. Oh well, okay, oh well, oopsie. What do you spend all that money for? And it's like, it's it's so many hundreds of billions of dollars. And we don't have the military, we don't have the guns and stuff, All of this money we've been spending, we don't know where it went. It's so embarrassing. Very much oh wow, Dragon. Thank you for joining us again. No more $1 trillion invasions of other countries. Okay, thanks, bye. Yeah, I feel for the Afghans though. Yeah, maybe it's for the Afghans. I think go and look it up yourself. I'm not sure if the information is wrong, but it might be. Have you tried? No, I've not, my friend. It's not going to say my country. I'm not taking responsibility for its choices or what it does. It's the country I live in, very much so. Thank you for clarifying that as well, actually. Candace, oh, look at who it is. It's Nelson the dog himself, sending pictures of bowls of rice. Is that what it is? I'm not sure exactly. Kiki is a little piggy. She is, she does not stay clean for more than an hour. Literally doesn't stay clean for a single hour. You can dress her up nice, but you can't take her anywhere. I'm Tramp. It's been forever, my friend. She definitely rolled in the dirt to get her doggy smell back. She didn't. She doesn't actually do that. She just plays with Eva because she was staying clean for this whole duration, and then she was missing. I was talking about her being missing. She was definitely playing with Eva, rolling in the dirt, and then they were running around here as well. Crazy little one, I'm Tramp. And thank you for joining us again, my friend. But is it great to still be alive? If we are all energy, who are we to say our current flesh state is better than being full energy state? I don't think they're, again, better, and the idea of something being better than something else, I believe, is a part of our egoic consciousnesses in the way that we perceive this reality right now. If you literally have access to everything all of the time, there is no this thing is better than this thing. There is just, oh, here all of it is. And then if you wanted to, limit yourself so you may experience a part of the spectrum, you could think of that as this life that we're living right now, this flesh state, if you will. So it's not better as much as it is necessary or wanted in a way. At least that's what I believe Dark Zombie is. Kiki is camera shy, huh? Staying away from the paparazzi. You just want some land to be self-sufficient on. I just want some land to be self-sufficient on, raise my family and have extra so others can join us and make a community garden so others can have what I have. That sounds beautiful, my friend. I do believe this is something we're all striving for at this point. And I think right now, in these moments, we're putting forward into the universe to actually gain stuff like that. Oh, District 9 is awesome. No attachment to any country. The different countries are just invisible lines we have drawn and given meaning on a map, to be honest. That's literally what we were doing. Yeah. So like all of this stuff, is mine and ours. And then you're not allowed to come into our thing. It's like, but I just kind of walk on the land, and then I keep walking on the land, and then at some point there is this imaginary line that I cross, and then suddenly I'm doing something illegal. Yeah, fuck. I'm coming down. Color guard is dancing and twirling flags for school spirit, similar to cheerleading. Okay, it might be a Texas thing. Thank you for letting me know, Aunt B. Color guard. That sounds cool. That sounds really cool. Okay. Like twirling flags. Do they do ribbons as well? Like, I'm trying to think how I would twirl a flag. It sounds really cool. Like, I was asking, I kind of wanted to see, but I think maybe going and Googling color guard dancing, or if you will, would be the best way to find out what that looks like. Sending some energy to keep you warm. Thank you, dragon. Blow some fire over me, if you will. I was in color guard. It was super fun. It sounds super cool. How many times have you smoked dimethyltryptamine? 2 times on the same day. And then I haven't again. And it's been 3 years. And it's still one of the most significant experiences I've had in my life. And I've wanted to again, but the universe has not blessed me with another opportunity to. How about you? Just made an American thing. Maybe an American thing. Oh, very much. I think it very much is an American thing. Emma loves swinging the pole around. It's pretty cool. I like the sound of the flag. I was thinking the exact same thing, that right? I also like that sound, actually. My husband and I are actually microdosing it. Really? Candace, what dosage? Probably like 5 milligrams? Like, how are you microdosing it? I'm really curious. Yeah, Melt, I think I posted that comment for twice, I guess. It's okay, my friend. Don't worry about it. Don't eat anything minty beforehand. Oh my goodness, my lungs. You're microdosing it probably through a vape then, I'm guessing. Right, Candace? You don't have to answer, of course. What is microdosing of DMT? It's the same thing. Just one long hit. Okay, there we go. Yeah. There is 1 hit, 2 hits, and then a third, and then poof! Yeah, you're in this reality. Very much so. Just third hit turns me into pudding, melts you completely. Do you know Morgan Riley? I think I might know Morgan Riley, but I'm not sure though. The dogs are distracting me a little bit. I don't know if you can see them. No. Eva is being her fun self again as well. You YouTube friends could see her sprinting past, definitely on that one. Oh! They just like ran into each other at full speed. And then they stopped, sniffed each other, and then they ran further. Love me some. There is a YouTube video on how to, but it's just for scientific purposes, of course, educational, of course. Dimethyltryptamine is one of the most amazing things. It's hard to believe it's real making. Yeah, I mean, not only is it real, but it is endogenously produced, friend. One of the most powerful psychedelics in our world is produced right in our noggins. That's the part that's crazy to me. Oh, is she the French artist? I don't know if she's the French artist. I don't think I've seen Citron make art. She's usually from an angle, sitting and working, having a conversation. She's just such a gentle person, very lovely. It burns though, yeah. Burns, and it smells like new sneakers. And that smell, it really stays with you. It's quite something. with the red beret. I don't know what that means. Wouldn't know anything about it. No, of course not. My husband was successful in creating it. Oh, so maybe I had some mimosa bark or something. She triggers my ASMR like no other. It's wild. For me too, actually, Toasty. Like she just has this vibe to her as well. Do you mean the Morgan I mentioned? I'm still not sure. That was years ago though. Years ago. You've had it for years. I mean, that's the thing with that stuff as well. It's kind of extremely potent. You don't need that much, so it can last you years. If it was on Reddit, it must be true. That's how it works, dude. Like if anything, the reason it might be more true than not is because there are so many moderators trying to modulate slash control some of the information flow and then the input and the weight of the community as well. Unfortunately, Reddit is very much pushes glasses up. Actually, so a lot of the misinformation kind of gets caught out in the comments if it doesn't get caught out on the actual post. And I love that about Reddit actually. I've extracted myself as well. Anyone feel free to message me with questions. There we go. Thank you, Nate, for the suggestion. Oh, for real? Yeah, we're getting really into it. It seems today, Jojo. Like this is the group of friends and the type of friends that we have, right? So I shouldn't be surprised if they don't like Taliban. They can just vote them out. Yeah, that's funny. Just I'm sure it's not funny to them, dude. But I kind of see the comedy in what you're trying to say. If only it was that easy. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's being very much sarcastic, Jovan. Even though it's kind of it's kind of mean, you know. But I get it. I think it's maybe a jab at our current voting system. I walk away from the phone and I can still hear the burbs and sounds like a bunch of kickies having a squeaky toy party. It's those like blackbirds. They have these big nests and they kind of have these conglomerates. So there's like 4 or 5 birds around one nest and they're just like screaming at each other like and I'm pretty sure they have conversations. Oh, why would they do that if not? Like they would just be kind of chilling in their own nests or going out and getting food if they weren't trying to have a conversation. But they come together and then they make those sounds at each other. So I'm pretty sure they're chatting. If only it was that easy. I walk away. Sharia law is democracy now. Sharia law is a democracy now. I don't know what that means, Toasty. That's going over my head, dude. I'm sorry. Have a good one as well, Lisa. Thank you for joining us today, my friend. We really appreciate your presence as always. Edit1, love you as well. Thank you for joining us again. I know it isn't because democracy is nonsense. Yeah, there we go. I knew you were kind of like taking a jab at democracy or something, friend. I wish I could send some Haywire Hill happy caps to everyone. Nature is amazing. Oh, yes. We're moving into the age where these things are becoming less taboo as well, fortunately. You know, for the longest time, we were told that, weed is the worst thing under the earth, under the sun. And then, about in the 60s, we got told that LSD and mushrooms now are the worst thing under the sun. And then, weed kind of came out as maybe not the worst thing under the sun. And now the same thing is happening for psychedelic mushrooms as well. So it's just a matter of time at this point. Love to one day like the truth from the GTA essay. He like truth from GTA essay. I don't know what that means, friend. I'm sorry. I'm always late to the party. Yes, you are, Katie. How dare you be so... I'm joking, my friend. You're here when you're supposed to be. Thank you for joining us. We went to our first con this weekend and had such a great time. The kiddos were so amazed. Definitely recommend it to anyone who hasn't been. I want to, and I look forward to going to some sort of con myself, actually. I was so, like, awestruck with just the sheer amount of novelty that was at that festival, or con, if you will. Like, you could just go from place to place to place and see more and more and more new stuff that you haven't seen before. It's just a bathe to the senses, if you will. Sharia law is not a democracy. Toasted the mosty. You don't know this area or people. I don't know either, my friend. It was sarcasm. Sorry. Toasty. The sarcasm. I missed it as well. So like I feel for that friend. You don't have to be sorry. Good morning, Gold. Gold? Good morning, Gold? Oh, Goldfish. Katie, of course. Hello there, Goldie. A clean slate, as in a redo in life. I mean, if that is your interpretation of it, boring purple, what do you feel about it, my friend? What would you do with a redo in life if you could get that? Would you want a redo in life? Do you think you would do things differently? Do you want a redo in life in a new, different body? Or would you want to do a redo in life with your current body? Do you want to do a redo of life where you forget everything and start new? Or do you want to keep everything you have learned so far and then start over? A bunch of fractals in that question as well. Toasty, my sincere apologies then. Sorry, I do know this area very well. We are in trouble. A lot of us are, Rusty. Maybe this is what's going to push the rest of the world to open borders up a little bit more as well. Maybe it's going to become something that has to be done, something that's necessary. If only humans could be more like happy dogs. We're too aware to be happy like dogs, unfortunately. Dark Zombie is. And that awareness technically is the underlying thing that we always are. And we're constantly pushing to have even more of that awareness. So I think the hardships and the suffering we experience, being as aware as we are, is very much something that's necessary. I don't think we would be happy if we were as happy as dogs, like genuinely. So sorry, Rusty, sending so much love to you, I can't even imagine or fathom the stress. Same, Toasty. On the title, I mean, I live in South Africa as well, so I understand in some aspects what it feels like to be stuck in your country, trapped in your country, and feeling like things are just actively falling apart, and thinking to yourself, how am I supposed to build myself a life? How am I supposed to plan for my future? How am I supposed to imagine having a wife and kids when I don't even see this country surviving the next 5 years, the next 10 years, for example? On the title, I would choose to love more than to judge, to encourage people through difficult times instead of giving advice, love myself more, and lastly, be a person my family would be more proud of. That's beautiful. Thank you, my friend. That over there. It's nice to have you here again. Encourage people through difficult times instead of giving advice. So I feel that is the part that resonates the most with me, because that is definitely something I've been thinking about myself as well a lot lately, as to how I'm supposed to find balance between the want to give advice and the want to be encouraging, because I feel in my advice I'm trying to be encouraging, if anything, but I also don't want there to be any disconnection or any sense of superiority, like I'm not giving advice, if you will, because I think I'm better or I think I know better. If anything, I'm giving advice because I want to make things better. I want to fix things in my own personal egoic way, and that is not always something that is expected or necessary. And I ask for the wisdom to know when to do what, if you will. Thank you for sharing that with me, my friend. Okay, friend, it's time to get some sleep. I really had such a lovely time with you all. I'm pitching as much time as I can on reading too, even on the bus. I commute though. It's like 3 hours on the bus, so many books pending. I gotta read. I mean, if you have 3 hours on the bus, reading sounds like an absolutely amazing pastime. Vincent, thank you for sharing your space with us. We look forward to seeing you again. Sleep well, Vincent, indeed. Elvin! I lost the stream. Glad you're still here. Here we are, Elvin. 228 days? We're not getting lost, my friend. Even when the world tries to, or when Reddit tries to bonk, or when it tries to convince me to not continue streaming, We still try, my friend. We're still gonna be here. Thank you for joining us again. Love to see you as well. Hey, Ebony Star, my beloved friend. Thank you for joining us again. How are you doing? Is this squeaky sound birds or something else? Those are birds. Cheep, cheep, cheep. There's a bird in that direction that just has like a yep, 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 yep. And then these ones, they're just gonna scream at each other. Freaking burbs. I wonder if the burbs understand each other. Do they not understand cross species? I think they don't, maybe. I think maybe some birds do, because you have like birds that mimic other calls as well. So maybe they can hear it in perfect tune, but maybe it doesn't make sense to them, in the same way that hearing a different language, we'll be able to hear the language and recognize it as a language, but we won't be able to infer any information from that language, if you will. Is that some good Jamaican sensimella? Interestingly enough, I don't know if it's Jamaican, but it is sensimella, my friends. So yeah, I can say that at least. To you friends wondering, what is sensimella? Sensimella is the word for seedless. You basically devoid your grow space from all male plants, and then there isn't any pollen to fall on the little pistils, so your plants are like, I'm gonna become as sticky as possible because I want to catch, at least a single piece of pollen, but there ain't no pollen, so they become stickier and stickier and stickier as they reach and reach and reach, and then they run out of juice to reach with, and then we cut them and we smoke them. It's kind of mean, but technically the job is still done. They're still going to be reproduced. I did get like a single seed because they were like early bloomers, and when there was only like 2 pistils, if you will, on the entire plant, or when they were just starting to shoot pistils, during that time a single piece of pollen would land, but fortunately only like a single seed. You are centered, my friend. Your advice is sought. I believe that could be helpful. Like you said, wisdom. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you saying that as well. I'm just trying to be as authentic as I can be, not only to you, but in a way to myself that doesn't betray necessarily the thing I'm trying to portray, if you will, if that makes any sense. I mean, that's a convoluted way of saying it. Like, the last thing, I think this may be a better way to say it, the last thing that I want is for someone to perceive the things I'm saying or the thing I'm trying to do as an attempt to tell you that you are wrong, you are not worthy, you are lacking, and I am this and I am that, and that's why I'm giving you this advice, because that's never, ever the thing I would want to do. If anything, the way I feel into it is from a perspective of my past self. Sometimes I get questions here that I feel I've struggled with in my past, and then I try to share from the feelings, from the experiences I've gained going through those things. If anything, it just gives the other person a little bit more perspective to work on. Don't take the things I say as fact. Listen to them. Feel for yourself what you think is true and run with that. Run with your own divinity. I'm happy you like this shirt, my friend. Do you put tobacco in your joints? Very much no, friend. Only green. I love the vibes on your stream every day, and I love you. Stop. Don't talk. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much for sharing your good vibes with me as well. Is that some good Jamaican weed? No. Like, what would it mean? Would it be only Jamaican if it actually came from Jamaica? I think so. But it may be Jamaican weed if the seeds came from Jamaica as well, so. Doubly, I don't know where the seed came from, so I can't claim that they're from Jamaica. And I can guarantee you that the weed itself is not from Jamaica as well. Acceptance. Gonna make some space because I think it's choking. And I almost forgot. Oh, Vincent is still here. Thank you so much, Mel, and you for all your wishes. Love on our Independence Day. Reminds me that so many Asian countries like Singapore, South Korea, India, Indonesia, Pakistan, Malaysia has Independence Day in August. Just a fun fact. Thank you for letting me know that as well, Vincent. That's really cool. Melts, my man, you're the best. No yous, Noah. No you, my friend. Thank you for joining us again and for sprinkling some of your love on us as well. From Europees, you bow. From Europees, you bow. Well, I feel it makes me think something. From Europees. So Europees is saying this. You bow. Is it recognition? Is it a instruction? Is it a question? You bow? I bow to you, friend. I recognize the divinity that is you. It's a fun fact. Bye, Vincent. Thank you, my friend. Thoughts on education of girls in Taliban's Afghanistan and responsibility of the world. Thoughts on education of girls in Taliban's Afghanistan and responsibilities of the world. Like, I have no idea whatsoever, my friend. The responsibilities of the world, I do think that something needs to be done. The problem is, and this is the thing that hurts me the most, in trying to take care of this Taliban problem, they're going to kill so many innocents. Be it the actual Taliban killing innocents, trying to create some sort of collateral damage as a result of trying to deal with them, or be it in the bombing of buildings to try and take care of this problem, and then in turn basically doing the same thing. Like, I felt the only thing that really makes sense to me is to I don't know anything, so bear with me. I'm completely uneducated, I'm completely unaware, I'm completely juvenile, right? I know nothing, but I feel like maybe icing the entire country. And icing, I mean in like switching electricity off, refusing imports and exports, stuff like that, to create so much discomfort within inside of the country that they kind of have to buckle under the acceptance that things need to change or they need to give up their power. Because if you can't continue living economically the way the country has been sustained, then something has to change. The problem is, like, and this is the thing I'm being faced with over and over and over again, is how many innocent people are still stuck in the country. And in that way, no matter what decision is made, those innocents will be hurt as well. I don't know, friend. It's so difficult. What do you think you're supposed to do? I'm really curious if you have an idea. Well, you're an expert in weed department, Bob Marley style. I'm very much not an expert. I've done a lot of reading though. That like 600-page cannabis Bible, I've read that thing back to back as well. Do you grow indoors or outdoors? I grow outdoors, Nate. Still here, yay, love you, mammy. We're about to tune out. It's kinda mean, but super duper mega awesome, actually. I love you, Talia. It was so nice to have you here today, my friend. I hope you know how much we appreciate your presence. Let's not talk about your hair. Let's not. Thank you, friend. I think actually actual country of origin, I'm smoking UK grown Amnesia. Yeah, so I'm very much not smoking Jamaican weed, if you will. And that sounds good, my friend. I've heard good things about Amnesia as well, Broken Rabbit. The birds are chirpy today. They very much are, Mammy. They've been relentless, as has the wind been as well. You're a good guy, Mel. Very awesome, actually. Thank you. Thank you so much, Talia. Like, if anything, the reason you can witness or notice the awesomeness is because you have that awesomeness within you, friend. I am just your mirror, a reflection of the self that you are as well. That's the reason we can share the space with one another. The situation in Afghanistan is so worrying. I don't know what to say, except I hope good will prevail. Good has to prevail. I just don't know how, though. I believe what's happening right now is because good is prevailing. Mammy. And when good prevails, the darkness ups its antes, if you will, re-strengthens its intentions to keep people asleep. And I believe we're waking up. It's time. It very much is time. Oh, I've had Amnesia 2 yesterday. Definitely one of my favorites. What are the odds of that, actually, Talia? This is the first time I've seen you all caught up with the chat comments. You are not chasing us anymore. Yeah, your comment was the last one for today's stream, Mammy. Thank you, friends, so much. So much for joining me here again today. Like, you're amazing. Can I just tell you that? Oh, you're pretty cool, you know? Like, the fact that you take some time, the fact that we all take some time to spend it here, to remind ourselves that love is true, to remind ourselves of the things that we value in this world, to think about things that are sometimes not that easy to think about things that could hurt us as well, to talk about ideas that we feel so unequipped to comment on, and yet to have one another to try and do that. You friends are eternally appreciated. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Love you, Jovan. Love you, Mammy. Love you, Broken Rabbit. Love you, Toasty. I love all of you friends. I'll see you again tomorrow. Big hugs to everyone. Thank you, Turbo, for the silver as well. I love you as well, my friend. I'll see you again tomorrow, friends. Goodbye.